Good evening and welcome to the Spartan Bowl for tonight's matchup between the Connersville Spartans and the Centerville Bulldogs. This is the Union Savings and Loan pregame show brought to you by Union Savings and Loan, Connersville's hometown bank since 1892. I'm Trot Davidson, joined by Camden Schoenfeld. Cam, after two hard-fought wins with one going into overtime, how do you think the Spartans are feeling about this one tonight?
Man, the Spartans got to be feeling great after the last two games they played. Last Friday night, they had a very tough game at Greensburg, came out on top. Even Newcastle on Saturday night, an OT win, very important and crucial to this team as we're about midway through the year for them. Coming into tonight, a Centerville team that's 1-8, recently lost their head coach. The Spartans just don't know what's going to happen tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned how tough these two games were. Coach Brown also mentioned that. I had a chance to actually catch up with him a little bit before tonight's matchup. Let's take a listen into what he had to say. Here with Spartans head coach Kerry Brown. Coach, after two hard-fought wins this week, one going into overtime against the Newcastle Trojans, how are you guys feeling coming into this one tonight?
Well, if we would have didn't have a game on Wednesday, I would have given them Monday off because those games were very physical. And I just would have given our guys a day off. But having a Wednesday and Saturday game, can't do that. We come back, had two good practices, Monday and Tuesday, getting ready for tonight's opponent. But it's a little bit different because they changed coaches in the meantime. So we're not exactly sure what we're going to get out of Centerville tonight.
Coach, for one thing, sure, we do know what we're going to see from Josh Williams. He's been playing great as of late. Just speak on Josh a little bit.
Josh probably had his best game that he's had, I think, and I could have forgot one Saturday night against Newcastle. Of course, he was rested up because he didn't play very much the night before because he was in foul trouble. But we don't want him to take one night off and come back the next night and make up for it. Josh is a good player. He's our leading rebounder. He leads us in assists. He leads us in scoring. He's doing a really good job communicating, talking on the floor. So he's continued getting better every year.
Coach, you guys have had some early success here in this season. What are some things that you think have led to that success this early on?
I instead of thinking about those things, I think more about the things that we need to get better at. Right now, we're need to do a better job in our assist-to-turnover ratio. What we've done well is we've shot the ball well overall from three-point range, from two-point range, and from the free throw line as a team. We were shooting going into last weekend 39% as a team from three. We were shooting 60% from two-point range and 70% as a team from the free throw line. Those are all great numbers, but in a 4-point loss to Lawrence North, we had 17 turnovers. So if we will learn to value the ball, take care of the basketball, we're going to win those close basketball games, and most of our games are going to be close anyway. We made a step in the right direction. Last week we had 7 turnovers on Friday night and only 6 on Saturday night. So that'll be the challenge the rest of the season, is to protect the basketball. And, our guys get good shots, but sometimes when you have too many turnovers, you can't win those close games.
Who's going to be in the lineup for you tonight, Coach?
Same starting lineup: Gavin Pearson, Josh Williams, James Williams, Lucas Barron, and Braxton Myers.
Thank you, and good luck tonight.
Appreciate it, Trot.
That was head coach Kerry Brown. Cam, 2 really hard-fought wins this weekend.
Yes, they were. You said it during pregame a little bit ago. One of those was in overtime, but that was Saturday night. We'll look at Friday night for Connersville against Greensburg. A 43-40 win for Connersville. Connersville found themselves down late, in the third quarter. Rallied back, really just kind of spread the ball out. Scoring was spread out throughout the whole game. The highest score we had was Lucas Barron with 11. The rest was 6, 8, 5, 4, 2. So, that's pretty spread out for this Connersville Spartans team. A good overall solid win, I would say.
Yeah, one thing I want to point out is the Spartans' leading scorer right now, Josh Williams, didn't play much in that Greensburg game. Greensburg did a very good job at attacking Josh and getting him in foul trouble early. We didn't see him as much as we would have liked to. But that is key for the other Spartans to step up in the scoring column and to really spread it out like they did Friday night and get a really tough conference win.
Yeah, it was. Like you said, absolutely key for a big conference win. And you look at Saturday night, Coach Brown's 300th win against Newcastle, the final score being 54-48, Connorsville's favor. And you talked about Josh Williams not playing much against Greensburg due to the foul trouble. But, man, he came out and played on Saturday night. He ended up with 28 points. He had a phenomenal game. I don't know how many assists he had, but it was quite a few. He just basically took over.
Yeah, you talked about the assist. We didn't see much between Josh to James Williams. I know we mentioned it earlier. We normally see that a lot. But then when that game got sent to overtime, it just seemed like it was bang, 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 right back to back to back to back. Josh found James, and it really just extended that lead into overtime, and there wasn't much that Newcastle could do.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Going into the overtime, James Williams only had 2 points, and at the end of the game after OT, he had 10. So, that's 8 points that he gave the Spartans there, and, the Spartans won by 6 points. So that was the difference. Josh being able to find his twin. I know, you talked about it a little bit throughout the week, but just the chemistry those two have and trusting each other. And, Josh having the ability to trust James that he's going to make that basket if he gives it to him.
Let's take a little look at the matchup tonight. Cam, not as evenly distributed as most of the games are. Connorsville favorite heavy coming into this one. I know our starting lineup is all 5 seniors. They have 3 freshmen starting and a new coaching change coming into it. You think they don't have all their bearings coming into tonight? I don't know what we're going to expect to see from Centerville tonight.
Yeah, and I think Coach Brown said it best. They're going to come out as a loose cannon, losing their head coach a day or two ago, not sure exactly. And, like you said, the matchup on paper just isn't there. Centerville being 1-8 and 1-2, and Tri-Eastern, they have 1 conference win over Hagerstown, I do believe you said. Just on paper, it doesn't look like, these two teams are matched up very evenly. But, like you said, and Coach Brown said, that doesn't mean anything. These guys could come out like a loose cannon, and you just don't know.
Yeah, let's take a look at not only are those 5 starters all seniors, but the depth of this Connorsville bench. I feel like a broken record, like we've talked about it all year. But when it come up late in the late moments, Taco Pearson and Blaine Hornsby have stepped up huge for the Spartans, coming off the bench and playing very good defense. And Taco's shooting the ball really well as of late.
He is. Right now, he is 41% from the three-point line. He's leading the team. He's 7 for 17. That's very good for him coming off the bench and kind of being like a sixth man, as some would call it. Him shooting 41% from beyond the arc. That's very impressive.
Let's take it. Another really key player for the Spartans is Lucas Barron. He's averaging 10.5 a game right now. It just seemed like on Friday night against Greensburg when Josh wasn't in, it was Lucas Barron and Braxton Myers that were really racking it up in the score column for the Spartans.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Braxton Myers and Lucas Barron and even James Williams took over that game at Greensburg. Both the Pearson boys had good contributions in that. It was just a good overall win. So, you look back on it and you think, man, how did the Spartans come back from that late deficit in the third quarter? And, it just simply came down to the perseverance. They did not give up. It would have been easy to give up down, I think, by 8 almost at one point. But, the Spartans battled hard, and that's something we've seen all year.
Yeah, and on paper, it's just a win for those Spartans. But in reality, people that watch Spartan basketball and this EIAC conference knows that the winner of that game normally ends up going on to win the conference. And Coach Brown mentioned it, that it's just a really, really nice feeling to know that they control their own destiny.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You said the conference is very stacked, but you look at the 2 teams at the top, and it almost seems like every year, and that's Greensburg and Connorsville, 2 big basketball schools. You have schools like East Central, Martinsburg, but they're more football more than anything. So these big basketball schools are coming in, like Connorsville. Franklin County's been good the last couple years. Connorsville, Greensburg, like you said, Greensburg is always competitive at basketball. So, we have a very, very stacked conference for the most part.
Yeah, Greensburg, of course, they're hoping somebody will knock us off. We have 3 conference games left, one of the biggest being Franklin County. They're also having a really good year this year.
Yeah, they are. I'm not sure exactly what their record is, but I know they've won some big games, made some big plays. I think Rushville almost beat them, but they actually called that shot back. It was right around a half-court shot that Rushville threw up in the last seconds of the game to win the game, and it went in, but I think they ended up calling that one off. Seen a video of that online. A very cool moment, but ultimately, like you said, Franklin County having a very good year.
Yeah, I want to point something out about tonight's matchup. It's the turnovers. The Spartans are averaging 10.5 turnovers, and the Centerville Bulldogs are averaging 18. Cam, you mentioned they were 1-8, and you got to think that's one of the leading causes to the start to their season that they're having this year. I
mean, it has to be. You look at Connersville, and you said, averaging 10 a game, right around that?
Around 10.5.
That's still pretty high. You don't want that many turnovers in a game. And then you look at Centerville, and they have 18 turnovers a game. So that just shows that they don't take care of the ball very well. And if I'm Kerry Brown, that's something you got to take advantage of. You got to be all up on him, cutting off the passing lanes and help side very well. And just putting pressure on the ball. They have a very good player, number 12. What is his name? Hollandoner. He's a senior. Or no, he's a freshman, excuse me. He's a 6'2 freshman. And he's averaging 16.2 points a game. So it'll be interesting to see how he comes out and plays tonight against this all-senior group.
Yeah, and one thing I want to hit back on the turnover battle real quick is that I don't mean anything bad by it, but the level of competition that Centerville plays just isn't the level that Connersville plays.
Right.
And
right.
One thing that I want to point out is that the defense of the Spartan team is outstanding. I'm expecting upwards of 20, 21 turnovers tonight if this Connersville defense has been playing the way that they have. They just seem sticky this far into the season.
Yeah, I mean, you're spot on with that statement. If they can play the way they want to play and play the way they've been playing all year, I don't expect the Centerville Bulldogs to, score very many tonight.
Cam, as we're coming up on 30 seconds before tip-off here, can we get the starting lineups for both teams tonight?
Yeah, we'll start off with Centerville, number 3, Robertson, number 5, Kieser, number 10, Versia, number 12, Hollandoner, and number 22, Dickinson. Then you look at Connersville, and it's the same starting senior lineup that we've had all year. Number 10, Gavin Pearson. Number 24, Josh Williams. Number 32, Braxton Myers. Number 34, Lucas Barrett. And number 42, James Williams.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time, the connection between these boys. We have 5 seniors starting, and they've been playing together ever since 7th grade. 4 of the 5 starters, that the oddball out being Gavin Pearson took last year off. But I feel like he's done a really nice job meshing himself back in. It didn't seem like he missed very many steps, if any at all, coming into this season.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. He was with us last year, did a phenomenal job, but we talked about it during the Greensburg game. I do believe it is a blast sitting up here, or sitting really anywhere, watching him play basketball. And watching this senior group play basketball in general, man, they just make it fun to watch.
Cam, the bowl Wednesday night, Spartan Nation still packed it out. Not very many empty seats. Expecting for this one to be a good turnout for the Spartans tonight.
Yeah, I totally agree. A lot of people were brought to the bowl, and I even want to point out that Centerville has quite a few people here tonight. I didn't quite expect that, to be honest with you, but man, I bet they got this whole corner pretty well packed in.
As the lights go out, we are upcoming tip-off. We have about a minute and a half before tip-off, so we're going to take a 60-second break. We'll be right back here in a minute.
Number 12, James Peterson. Number 14, Cody Naylor. Number 20, Xander McHenry. Number 22, Brady Floyd. 23, Blaine Hornsby. Starting lineup for the Spartans. At forward, the 6'3" senior, number 32, Braxton Myers. At forward, 6'2" senior, number 42, James Williams. At center, 6'5" senior, number 34, Lucas Barrett. At guard, 6'4" senior, number 24, Josh Williams. And at guard, 5'10" senior, number 10, Gavin Pearson. Fighters go to those finals for Terry Brown. This time we ask that everyone please rise, remove your hats, as we honor America. Tonight our national anthem played by the CHS Spartan Band under the direction of Mr. Levi Thompson.
Back here in Spartan Bowl, moments before tip-off. Cam, what are you expecting to see from the Bulldogs tonight defensively?
I expect them to come out very aggressive. They see that the Spartans average right around 10.5, 10.5 turnovers per game. So I expect them to come out very aggressive, and they have nothing to lose. You know, they're 1-8. This game they're not quite playing the competition that they're used to. This might be a little bit of a step above what they are used to in their conference and stuff. So I expect them to come out with nothing to lose.
Moments before tip-off, it looks like that's number 34, Lucas Barron, and number 12, Shea Hollander in the middle as the Spartans control the tip-off. Josh Williams has it back over to Gavin Pearson, over to Braxton Myers. Braxton back up top to Gavin, over to Josh. Josh back over to Gavin. Back over to Josh. Back over to Gavin. Gavin takes a three from the wing. It's good. And the Spartans start off right where they left off against Newcastle.
You know, a good look there by the Spartans. Centerville coming out and a different defense, something I don't think the Spartans have seen yet this year. They did a good job just keeping the ball at the top of the arc, moving it around, and ultimately found Gavin Pearson wide open.
That is number 3, Robinson has it. He looks inside to number 10, Barreca. Looks like he got almost tied the ball up. It looks like the ball's loose, and that's number 22, Nate Dickinson, that puts it up. He gets it to go as the Bulldogs cut that lead to 1.
Yeah, a good job by Centerville keeping the ball moving. It looked like it could have been a jump ball there between James Williams and one of the Centerville players, but they played on, and Centerville paid off for them.
Gavin Pearson takes another 3. It's no good off the front of the rim. That's number 5, Kaiser, who has it. He looks over, finds it back. Number 10 into number 3, Gavin Robinson. He had it. It's no good. We got a whistle And it looks like it's going to be a foul
on
number 22, I believe, Nate Dickinson. It's going to be his first, team's first. It's going to be Spartan basketball. Gavin Pearson has it. He's bringing it up the floor. It's over to Josh Williams, back over to Gavin Pearson. That's Braxton Myers who has it. He swings it over to Josh. Josh drives baseline, kicks over to Myers. Myers wide open on the wing. He puts one up. It's no good. James Williams comes down with the rebound, kicks it out to Josh. Josh back inside to Myers. Over to Lucas Barron. Barron drives inside, kicks it out to Gavin Pearson, over to Josh in the corner for three. Josh's three up, no good, in and out. Rebound controlled by the Bulldogs. That's number 3, Gavin Robinson, who took it. He finds it back and gives it to number 10, Becerra. Back over to Robinson, back up top to Kaiser. That is number 5, Kaiser, over to Becerra. Back up top to number 22, that's number 12, Hollander.
Yeah, Centerville playing a very slow-paced offense, but the Spartans' defense is being very aggressive. They're looking for those takeaways like we talked about pregame.
Letting them play tonight. That's number 3, Gavin Robinson. Spartans are playing really sticky defense right now. It's hard for Centerville to get a shot up.
Yeah, they're playing very sticky defense on Hollander. As they should, though. That's their main player.
I'd like to see the Spartans just take the 2 points right there instead of try to go for the dunk. Looks like it's going to be a turnover. We have a whistle.
Yeah, not sure
Try
what
to sort it out.
Jump ball.
Jump ball. It's going to be Centerville basketball.
Yeah. The Spartans coaching staff is letting the Spartans hear it on that play. Like you said, probably would have just been better to take the 2 points there, but man, what a momentum shifter that would have been to have a big dunk right at the start of this game.
5, Kaiser. Finds Robinson. Robinson back up to Kaiser. Over to Holladonner. He finds Becerra. Looks like that was a pass inside stolen by Josh Williams. That'll be a turnover for the Bulldogs. As Josh looks to drive inside, there's a whistle, and they're going to call a foul on,
I believe.
No, they're going to call it on number 5, Landon Kaiser.
I didn't even
It's going to be his first, team second.
I didn't even see Kaiser around the play. I don't know.
Josh has it up to Gavin Pearson. Gavin back over to Josh. Swings it back over to Gavin. Swings it back up top to Josh. Josh thought about taking the 3, elects not to, and gives it to Gavin Pearson, who finds Myers in the corner. Myers tries to get it inside to Barron, but has it stolen by Landon Kaiser. Holladonner has it. He's going to give it back up top to Kaiser. Kaiser passes it to Becerra. Back up to Hollandonner. Over to Robinson. Robinson back up to Kaiser. Back over to Robinson. Over to Becerra. Back up top to Kaiser. Across to Hollandonner. He gives it back. That is number 10, Ethan Becerra, that had it inside.
Spartan still, keeping with that sticky defense. Definitely not letting Hollandonner get the ball very much, and that's a great job by Braxton Myers in doing that. Hollandonner coming into this game averaging 16.2. I think if the Spartans can shut him down, they may be able to run away with it.
We see 3 players check in for Centerville. It's going to be number 30, Chase Clark. Number 14, Alex Wandersee. And number 34, Carter Heaston. Taco Pearson also checked in for the Spartans there. As we see Josh Williams drive baseline, give it up to Myers. Myers, tough floater, he gets it to go.
Braxton Myers.
Hollandonner has it. He gives it up to number 14, who gives it number 10, kicks it. That is number 14, Wandersee, found it inside. He's double teamed. Clark got it. He's back up top. Gives it over to Hollandonner. Back up to Clark. Over to Wandersee. Back up to Hollandonner. Across to Becerra back to Holland on her. He's going to drive inside, and they're going to call a charge on him.
That's
another
another
example of Braxton Myers giving his body up for the betterment of the team.
Yeah, looking right here, he is averaging, or he has, 7 charges on the year, and what is this, their
11th game?
11th game? I mean, that's pretty good. Make it 8 now.
Gavin Pearson over to his cousin Braden Pearson. Back up top to Gavin Pearson. Looks inside to Myers. Myers shot fakes, kicks over to Braden. Braden takes a corner 3. It's no good off the back of the rim. Rebound by, really athletic rebound right there by Braxton Myers. Josh Williams has it, lost it, got it back, gives it to Lucas Barron, and we have a whistle. And I believe
it's just going to be out of bounds, but very good job by Braxton Myers to just
go over Centerville's guy.
Yeah, but to make sure he didn't fall as well, just kind of keep himself balanced almost on that guy's back.
That's Myers that has it right there. He hands it off to Josh Williams as we see Blaine Hornsby about to check into the ball game.
Spartans aren't making very good passes right now. A lot of sloppy, not so clean.
That's Myers who finds it on the block. Good pass right there by Gavin Pearson to Braxton Myers. The lead's extended to 5 at 7-2. That's Braxton's 4th point of the night. That is number 30, Clark, who has it, who looks inside to Heaston. Heaston puts up a tough floater. It's no good. Rebound controlled by the Spartans. Braxton Myers specifically, he gives it up to Josh Williams. Josh is going to drive inside. Another terrible pass right there by the Spartans. It's stolen. Number 30, Clark, puts up a 3. It's no good off the front of the rim. Josh Williams comes down with the rebound.
Yeah, Spartans definitely need to slow it down here. 1:20 left in this first quarter. They almost seem sped up. I don't know exactly by what. The Centerville's bringing a semi-aggressive defense, but nothing they haven't really seen aggressive-wise. That's another
turnover by the Spartans. Gavin Pearson got it stripped from him. It was last touched by him. And it looks like alongside Blaine Hornsby will be James Williams checking back into the ball game for the Spartans.
Yeah, Spartans definitely just have to clean it up here. Try and prevent Centerville from scoring or trying to necessarily get the last shot here in this first quarter. But definitely got to lock it down.
Josh almost had the steal. And ball being passed around. James Williams comes up with it. He's driving. He's going to give it to his brother, Josh. Something we need to look at, though, is, even though the Spartans are turning the ball over a lot in this first half, making sloppy passes, they still are up 5 pretty early. They are still in control of this game.
Yeah, their defense is holding up for them pretty good, only allowing 2 points so far in this first quarter. It looks like they're going to try and hold for the last shot here with right under 25 seconds left in the first quarter.
Taco Pearson has it back up top to Gavin Pearson, over to Josh Williams, back up to Gavin.
Centerville applying no pressures. They're just letting the clock run down.
Also playing a 2-3 right now, which is going to help to get Josh Williams open right here. He puts up a 3. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound by the Bulldogs as no shot gets up. The end of 1. Connersville finds them up. Connersville finds themselves up 7-2, up 5 early. Cam, the Spartans just aren't making great decisions on offense right now when it comes to passing the ball.
No, they're absolutely not. I think they have 4 or 5 turnovers already in this first quarter. That's right around half of their average already, and we're only through 1 quarter of play. That's something they definitely have to clean up. But like you said, only allowing 2 points in the first quarter, that's pretty impressive. Their defense is holding their own as it normally does. The Spartans are one of the leading teams in the state when it's points allowed per game. And it's on full display here right now as Dickinson is the only points for Centerville, and he only has 2.
I just want to mention something. We mentioned it in the broadcast earlier. Centerville does have a new head coach. He's only been in charge for 2 days. You got to think that's a little bit of the lack of offense coming from the Bulldogs this far through the game.
Yeah, you got to think it's distraught almost is what you could call it. They just don't have what necessarily seems like a game plan on offense. They're just running around, throwing the ball, throwing up shots. They aren't necessarily bad shots, but you know, there is better looks, I think, and it just doesn't seem like on offense they have any set offense. But their defense is, I mean, their defense is pretty solid.
We see them now. It looks like they're going to check into that 1-3-1. They were playing a 2-3 at the end of the first quarter. See what the Spartans do as first possession, there's another turnover. Looks like that's number 10, Ethan Becerra, that had it. He got it taken. Braxton Myers got it stripped. That's another turnover from the Spartans. Hold on, we got a whistle. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession's going to go back to the Centerville Bulldogs. Cam, they averaged 10 a game, and I believe they've had, is that number 6?
It's 5 or 6 there for sure. But, you know, Centerville just handed it right back to them. You know, if Centerville cleans up on the offensive side, they can pull this to a close game and, you know, possibly maybe even run away with this game if they keep that defensive pressure up.
That's number 3, Robinson, who has it. He gives it up to number 5, Kaiser. Robinson finds it back over to, we have a whistle.
Foul. I believe they're going to call that in James Williams.
Yep, that's going to be James's first foul, first team foul.
Number 42,
We have a lot of turnovers, but something that I like to see from the Spartans tonight is that's their first foul, and it's coming a minute into the second quarter.
Yeah, that's something you don't see all the time with the Spartan team. Sometimes they do find themselves in foul trouble early.
Good defense right there by James Williams.
Yeah.
As Holland Donner gets it, he's going to drive inside, kick out to Becerra. Becerra trying to look inside, gets it stripped. Braxton Myers has it. He's going to go up for a layup, and it's going to go. That's Braxton Myers' 6th point of the night as the Spartans extend their lead to 9-2.
Yeah, you know, a beautiful play there by Braxton Myers. Looked like he was going to try and jump stop and pump fake, but went all the way back around and threw a reverse up, and it was, I mean, it was money all day.
Kaiser has it over to Robinson. Looks over to Holland as Gavin Pearson looked to have it, and I believe they're going to call a loose ball foul
on Kaiser.
Yeah, yes. They are. That's going to be.
That's his second, team's 4th.
Looks like we're going to see Josh Williams check into the ball game for Braxton Myers. Josh had a really, really nice game Saturday night. He didn't play much Friday night due to foul trouble, but you just think to see if Josh can stay out of foul trouble, you just love to see what he's going to do in these upcoming games.
Right, you know, coming off a hot streak, we'll see if he can carry it over into tonight.
Blaine Hornsby has it on the inside. He gives it up to Gavin Pearson, over to Josh Williams. Josh back inside to Hornsby. He's going to put up a shot. It's going to be no good off the back of the rim. Swatted by James Williams. He gets it. That's Josh that has it on the wing. Back up top to Gavin. Back over to Josh. Looks inside to his brother James. Kicks out to Barron. Barron's 3 from the corner is good.
That's Barron's first 3 points of the night as Cartersville extends their lead to 10, 12-2. Centerville takes a timeout, and I mean, they haven't scored yet in this second quarter. Spartans have scored 5 now pretty quickly here. A 3 and a good, nice 2-point play by play there by Braxton Myers. So the momentum is definitely in the Spartans' favor.
Yeah, you know, I feel like we've talked about it a lot in this game already, but the turnovers for the Spartans, they've had a lot of them. But if you look at the scoreboard, it hasn't really hurt them yet. They're still up 10, still very much in control of this ball game. But if you look at a team like Franklin County or East Central or a conference team that's coming up here pretty soon, or, yeah, as you said, Lawrenceburg, the turnovers might hurt them in those games. It may cause them the conference.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, 3 conference games left. You're 3-0 in conference. A sloppy game against Centerville, you know, with lots of turnovers is not what you want. Not sure exactly what the next game is Noblesville this Saturday. So that'll be a good one. That's definitely a game you want to win. And, you know, you cannot be sloppy in this game because, you know, Noblesville, they are a very, very good basketball team.
Yeah, we had the pleasure to welcome them into the Spartan Bowl this coming Saturday night. Should be a good one. as we resume play with a little under 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in this one. Robinson has it over to, Robinson gets it back real quick. Number 10, Becerra has it. He looks over to Wandersee, who looks inside to kick out. Robinson drives inside, has nowhere to go. Wandersee puts up a 3, and it's good. Bulldogs cut that lead to 7 at 12-5. Josh gives it up to Gavin, back over to Josh. Back over to Gavin. Finds Naylor in the corner. Naylor puts up a shot. It's no good. Centerville's driving. Wandersee going to take another 3. Same spot as last time. This one is no good. James Williams has the rebound. He gives it up to Gavin Pearson, and the Spartans are on the attack again. Josh over to Gavin. Gavin gives up to Josh. Josh drives inside, looks down low to James. James kicks it over to Barron. Barron, corner 3, no good off the front of the rim. Cody Naylor comes down with the rebound and gives it up to Josh. Josh has it on the wing. He swings it over to Gavin.
Yeah, good possession the Spartans have going here.
Josh Williams with a 3 in the wing. It's good. Spartans extend that lead back to 10 at 15-5 as we see a couple players for Centerville about to check back into the ball game.
That puts him at 1 for 3 on the night from 3-point, right around 33%. He shoots right around, I think, 40-something. I'm not for sure, but
you see Wandersee take another shot. It's no good. We have a whistle. It's going to be an out-of-bounds ball. Possession's going to go to the Spartans.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at the stat sheet, Josh Williams is shooting right around a 39% per game from 3, and right now he's sitting right around 33%. So you expect him to take more shots. He is definitely not afraid to shoot the ball.
No, he's coming off that hot game against Newcastle where he scored 28. It just seemed like he couldn't miss last Friday or Saturday night, excuse me. Myers over to Pearson, who finds Barron inside, who finds Josh on the wing. Josh, another 3. It's good. Spartans keep extending that lead. That's Josh's 6th point of the ball game.
Back-to-back 3-pointers on back-to-back possessions for the Spartans from Josh.
See Clark throw up a 3. It's no good off the front of the rim. Josh comes down with the rebound. He's driving. Finds Braden Pearson, who finds James Williams. He put up a shot. It's no good. Ball's loose. Myers comes down with it. I believe that was James Williams that tipped it to him. And we see Josh Williams have it up top. Over to Myers. Myers back up to Josh, who kicks it over to Taco Pearson. Taco back over to Josh.
Yeah, kind of an aggressive battle down there at the top of the key between Lucas Barron and number 30 for Centerville.
Myers has it. He gives it to Josh. Josh, another 3. It's no good. In and out.
Yeah,
Centerville comes down with the basketball.
That was a good look for Josh. I definitely don't mind him taking that shot after making 2 in a row.
Josh gets the steal. He goes up the layup. He gets the foul called. The basket is no good. You mentioned it. You like to see Josh shoot that shot. I know we were sitting here at halftime of the JV game. He was out here shooting around, and I believe he made 7 threes in a row.
Yeah, he did.
So, I mean, I like that shot from Josh right there. His first free throw is up and good.
Yeah,
Make that 7 for him on the night.
Something I want to point out, too, is that's Dickinson's 2nd foul of the night, putting them at 5 total. 2 more, and Carnersville's going to be shooting the bonus. There's still right around 2:30 left in this first half.
Josh's 2nd free throw hit every part of the rim, but came out. Barron came up with the rebound. He threw up a shot. It's a no call. Centerville comes down with it. Wandersee in the corner to Clark. Clark gets it tipped by Barron. Barron pushes up to Taco, pushes it up to Myers. Myers has it on the block. He goes up, and it's good.
Yeah, that's 8 for Braxton Myers on the night.
That is number 12, Shea Hollandonner, that went up with it. He got fouled by, they're going to call that one on number 34, Lucas Barron. It's going to be his first, team 2nd.
Yeah, Spartans doing a very good job controlling themselves almost here in this first half. 2 fouls so far and 2 minutes left in the first half. That's
Hollandonner's first free throw went in. It's good.
That's his first points of the night, actually, and he's Centerville's leading scorer.
His second one's up and good, and it looks like Brady Cloyd is set to check into the ball game. He played pretty good at the holiday tournament, and he's finally starting to get some varsity minutes here for the Spartans. Myers has it on the wing as Centerville switches back into that 2-3 zone. As he gives it up to Josh Williams in the corner. He's going to be fouled by Hollandonner.
That is his second. Yeah, that's Kaiser, Hollandonner, and Dickinson with 2 fouls each.
Brady Cloyd checks into the ball game for Taco Pearson. You know, as we see Cloyd checking the ball game, it's for one reason, and it's because with this 2-3, this zone, he's a knockdown shooter in the corner.
Yes, Josh Williams makes a bad pass, and number 10, Versessi, was trying to avoid getting blocked and just threw it way too high off the backboard.
With 1:20 left to play in this first half, that's Cloyd that has it. He gives it up to Josh. Back over to Cloyd. Back over to Josh. Josh back over to Cloyd. Back up top to Josh. As it looks like with 1 minute left to go in this one, they're going to hold for one shot. A really good job right here by Centerville switching up their defense. I mean, in the blink of an eye, we've looked over 2 or 3 times and they've switched it back and forth. And it's really caught this Spartans offense off guards at points in this ball game. Josh has it at midcourt.
Yeah, Spartans being very patient here, definitely waiting for the last shot with just under 30 seconds left.
23 seconds left to play in this one. As we see Josh and Cloyd talking maybe a little adjustment on the play that we're about to see here. 10 seconds, that's Josh who has it on the wing. He's going to drive inside. He's going to get stripped by Watersea. Loose ball. Barron has it. Barron's going to throw up a 3. It's going to be no good off the front of the rim. At the half, the Spartans find themselves up 21-7. Cam, once again, the turnovers have just killed them so far in this game.
Yeah, it has, but, you know, like I've said all night, their defense has been phenomenal. But something I wanted to point out there was at the end of that, after Lucas Barron had threw up that shot, what seemed like a desperation shot, you know, only thing you can do, Coach Brown was running towards the locker room. He was already almost under the Spartan banner by the time the shot got in the air. I'm not sure exactly if I know he is not happy with the turnovers. He is not too happy with this game. You can just tell by watching him. But, you know, he clearly must have a lot to say to his team.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we sound like a broken record, but I think the one word that is going to be used a lot is turnover. I mean, we don't have the exact number. I know it's probably getting up there. It's probably getting up there right around close to 10. They average 10.5 a game. You know, we said that we thought we'd see a little over 20 turnovers for Centerville. The rate this is going, we might see it from the Spartans too.
Right. You know, Centerville has been throwing it away though too. A lot. I can recount 4, maybe even 5 times that, you know, Centerville has gotten the ball off a turnover from the Spartans and just basically handed it right back to them. And if they want to keep this game somewhat close, that's something they have to fix.
Cam, can we get that halftime scoring for both teams?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and look at Centerville as they have 7. Wandersea with 3. Dickinson and Hollandonner with 2 apiece, leaving them to 7 at the end of the first half. And I mean, the Spartans have played pretty good defense, but the Centerville has also had quite a few opportunities to score, and it's just not paid off for them. But then you look over at Connersville, and leading the way is Braxton Myers with 8, Josh Williams with 7, and Lucas Barron and Gavin Pearson with 3 apiece. You know, Braxton Myers has played very well. I don't think he's hit a 3, but you know, 8 points down low. He's just playing well, playing strong and aggressive. You look at Josh Williams and had 2 huge threes there, really expanded the Spartans' lead, and that's what got the run going. And then he made his free throw, which, I mean, he went 1 for 2, on free throws, and he's been pretty good this year. Lucas Barrett and Gavin Pearson both hitting big threes as well.
Yeah, and I know we talked about the turnovers for the Spartans, and I think it's mostly on the part that Centerville's done such a good job switching from that 1-3-1 zone into the 2-3 zone. You know, I can recall 2 or 3 times where the Spartans have tried to throw it inside, and it's been that 1-3-1, and that middleman's been right there just to pick it off, and the Centerville Bulldogs have been on the run with it.
Yeah, and I don't think that's something Connersville has seen a whole lot this year, is a 1-1-3 zone. That's just not something you see typically in high school basketball, but like Coach Kerry Brown said in his interview before the game, you know, with Centerville losing their coach, that might not be something they did earlier in the year. You know, they're coming out like a loose cannon, and nobody knows what, you know, nobody knew what Centerville was coming into this game with.
No, and one thing I want to point out about the turnovers too is that, I mean, Saturday against Nobles was a very good team coming into this game. The Spartans can't afford to have this many turnovers and this many mental lapses if they want to stay in that game late into the ball game on Saturday.
No, if they want to compete with Noblesville, they need to have 4 or 5 turnovers in total. They can't be having, you know, 10 turnovers at the end of the first half. That's just not going to work. They're going to be down by 10, 15 by the end of the first half at that rate.
At halftime, the Connersville Spartans find themselves up 21-7. We will be back at the beginning of the third quarter.
Also, tonight is Take a Shot Night. Dot is a company that cares about their community and is dedicated to improving our communities through charitable efforts. Dot Foods is also hiring at a location near you. Recently certified as a great place to work and named the #1 private fleet for 2021. Dot is the company you want to work for. Find all of that and more when you switch to Dot.com. Visit careers.foods.com to apply today. Tonight we have selected Zach Miller as our shooter. If he makes a midcourt shot, Dot Foods will pledge $500 to the CHS Athletic Department to purchase awards for our athletes. The shooter will receive a $50 Amazon card for a late basket. So, Zach Miller, it's all yours. Again, thank you very much, Zach. Gavin Pearson with 3. Josh Williams with 7. Braxton Myers 8. Lucas Barron with 3. We have also had our 50-50 drawing. That winning ticket is a rip ticket. Last 4 digits, 6936. 6936, you've got that number, bring it to the scorer's table. You're tonight's winner.
Back here at Spartan Bowl, the Spartans find themselves up 21-7. Cam, the Spartans offensively right now, the scoreboard represents otherwise, but they haven't been playing very sound so far into this game.
No, we talked about it a lot there before we went to the break, and even on the break, me and you talked about it a lot, that this defense for Centerville is just throwing the Spartans for a loop, and I don't know what it is, but you know, if Noblesville comes out with something like that, or a bigger school that we play, even Franklin County, Lawrenceburg, East Central, man, the Spartans are going to be in trouble.
As we come out for this second half, the Spartans do have the basketball. That is Josh Williams that has it. He's bringing it up the floor. He gives it up to Gavin Pearson, back over to Josh. Josh inside to James, over to Myers. Myers over to Pearson on the wing, back up top to Josh. Josh looks inside to Myers, back over to Pearson. He's going to take a 3 from the wing. It's going to be no good. Rebound, James Williams. He's going to put up a little floater, and it is going to go. Spartans scoring quick out of this halftime break.
Yes, they are. That was a good look. They slowed down on offense there, got the ball moving around, took a good look there for Gavin Pearson. Missed it, but James Williams did a great job on the rebound.
That's number 5, Kaiser. Three, Robinson, over to Dickinson, back over to Robinson, over to Kaiser. Oh, excuse me, Becerra. That is Kaiser that has it now. Over to Dickinson. A couple of these Bulldogs playing in foul trouble right now.
Yeah, you look, and Kaiser, Hollandoner, and Dickinson all with 2 fouls.
Becerra looks inside to Hollandoner, and he gets it to go. He has 4 tonight. You see Gavin Pearson with the ball up top on the wing. And Centerville's come out of this game in a 1-3-1. Hoping to mix the Spartans up, as that's another turnover. Josh tried to force it inside to Lucas Barron. Just wasn't there, as the ball's on the court, and they're going to say, yeah, they're going to say Centerville called a timeout, and
Connorsville coaching staff not happy at all. That's another forced turnover there for the Spartans, or for Centerville, I should say. Centerville forced another turnover. And, you know, if they keep doing that, this is a 14-point game. If they keep doing that and they go down and score on these possessions, you know, they'll have that lead down to within a 2-score game pretty quick.
Yeah, this is a 30-second timeout as you hear the first horn. Cam, I just thought of something. Could this be the fatigue from the Spartans having 2 hard games over the weekend and only having 2 days of practice and try to come in here on Wednesday night? Just mental lapses?
Yeah, I mean, it very well could be, but I don't see it happening. You know, this Spartans team, they got 2 days to rest, 3 days to rest. and it's Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, excuse me. I doubt practice was very brutal, and maybe it was. I don't know, but I don't think that's what it is. I think it's just this defense is throwing them for a loop.
See a missed 3 right there by the Bulldogs. I'm going to say it went off of number 22, Nate Dickinson. It's going to be Spartan basketball.
Yeah, the Spartans definitely keeping that aggressive defense. Something they just got to fix is, their offense. They just got to slow down on offense and make the right calls.
Gavin Pearson has it. Looks inside to James Williams, who kicks over to his brother Josh. Josh is going to drive inside, kick back out to Gavin. Gavin back up top to Josh. Josh finds Barron inside as Barron goes up and dunks it. Big momentum shift right there by Lucas Barron and the Spartans.
Yeah, that's the same momentum I was looking for earlier when he missed his dunk. That's a big momentum changer. That just gives you all the momentum in the world.
Number 5, Kaiser threw up a 3. It's no good. Rebound by Josh Williams. He's going to push it. He found Braxton Myers, but we're going to have a whistle before they're going to call.
That's going to be
Kaiser. Yeah, they're going to call number 5. Kaiser on the, I believe he called a push there on the transition. Tough break from the Spartans right there.
Yeah, that's his 3rd foul. Team's first foul of the half. As Coach Brown didn't like something he saw there, calling a 30-second quick timeout just to talk things over. He's got his clipboard. Not sure exactly what he didn't like there, but clearly didn't like something.
I think it's the transition offense from the Spartans. We haven't really seen it. We've seen them get out and run, but turnovers have killed them. They're getting this half of the court on the fast break, and it seems like they're trying to find Braxton and Lucas Barron down low, but that zone defense that the Bulldogs are playing right now, they're also doing a very good job getting back when they turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Most teams hang their head low, jog back. Centerville, like you said, have nothing to lose. They're playing their hearts out tonight.
Yeah, they don't have anything to lose. Like I said, this game is, not quite their competition. There's a different conference, a step up of a conference and a class-wise. So I'm sure that has a lot to do with it, and bragging rights. This is just a cross-town rival, some would say.
Josh has it. He gives it up to Gavin Pearson, back over to Josh. Josh looks inside to James, who kicks it back over to Gavin. Gavin's going to drive baseline, find Barron. Barron kicks out to Josh. Josh is going to look back inside to Barron. Barron puts it up, and it's good.
That's 7 for Barron.
The Spartans grow their lead. They're up 27-9 with 5:05 left to play in this 3rd quarter, as we see Connorsville pull a little full court press up here, as they had.
Oh, that was a foul.
I'd say they had Centerville trapped, but just a miracle pass right there.
Yeah,
and Centerville finds a new life.
Oh, wow. Yeah. There definitely should have been a foul there on number 5. Kaiser definitely pushed what appeared to be Gavin Pearson pretty hard in the back when that pass came through after Josh Williams had trapped his man up here in the corner. But a no call, just play on.
Harlan Donner got fouled. He's going to shoot 2. His first one's up and good. Pulls this game back to 17. He has 5 tonight. Awaiting his 2nd free throw. It's up. It's no good. Josh Williams comes out with the rebound, and Spartans are on the transition offense again. Josh looks inside to Lucas Barron. Barron had it stripped, got it back, put it up, and he gets it to go. He's got 9 tonight.
Yeah, Barron stepped up here in the late minutes of this, or in the early minutes of this 2nd half. I think he's got 6, maybe even 7 points here real quick.
It's number 10, Becerra, who has it. He gives it up to Robinson. Robinson over to Watersea, back up to Robinson, over to Becerra. Tries to look inside. It's stolen. Braxton Myers has it on the transition. Running layup. It's good. Spartans come out hot in this 2nd half. That's Myers. Make that 10 for Myers tonight.
Yeah, I think that was Holland Donner there. That was with Myers on the breakaway. Did a good job realizing he has 2 fouls.
Myers gets the steal. He's going to have it. He's going up for a dunk, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, that's his 12th point of the night. That's 2 dunks here for Connorsville in this 2nd half, pretty early in the 2nd half. And that is just completely taking the momentum in their side.
Looks like we're going to have a few check-ins right here for the Spartans after this timeout. That's going to be number 5, Taco Pearson, and number 23, Blaine Hornsby. Cam, we talked about the depth of this Spartan team in the pregame show, as 2 of the 5 that we talked about are in the game right now, in Hornsby and Taco.
Yeah, we've seen 9 different players for the Spartans tonight. Brady Cloyd, Cody Naylor are coming off the bench too, with Blaine Hornsby and Taco Pearson. So, you know, the depth, like you talked about, the depth has been very key so far this year.
Yeah, as we see, I believe a few check-ins for Centerville too.
Number
34.
14.
Yeah, it's going to be number 14. Actually, Water Steve's already in there.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be number 34, Carter Heaston.
And number 30, yeah.
He
Both
comes.
of them guys just checked
Heaston
in.
comes in at 6'9", and I mean, size-wise, he's making Lucas Barron look pretty small tonight out there on the floor.
Yeah, he is. He is one of the very few seniors on this team. Him and Wandersea are the only 2 seniors on the roster for Centerville. And like you said, very, very tall.
He's also, as I take a look at the roster, he's also the only listed center on this team.
Yeah?
And he didn't start tonight for Centerville.
Yeah, they went with a smaller starting group tonight.
Spartans going with that same starting 5 they've had all year. It seemed to work as Josh Williams gets a turnover. Looks like he's going to give up to Blaine Hornsby. Blaine's going to go up and miss the layup. He gets it back, but it's no good.
Yeah, not sure exactly what happened there. As it is Spartan ball after Centerville makes another mistake.
Centerville's coach doesn't look happy about that one, but he's just going to tell his team to stay mentally tough and try to work through this adversity that they have down 23 with a little over.
Yeah, the only thing I can think there on Hornsby's missed shot is he found himself too far under the basket, because he did hit it off the bottom of the rim. You know, running fast like that, I think he just got himself too far under the basket.
Josh Williams takes a 3. It's good. Make that 10 tonight for Josh. Centerville has it. Oh, almost stolen right there. It is going to be stolen by Blaine Hornsby. Myers finds it. He's going to pump fake, put up a floater, and he's going to get us a go. Make that 14 for Myers tonight as the Spartans continue this full court press going. Looked like a travel right there. They're not going to call it.
Oh.
And instead, they're going to call a foul on number 5, Taco Pearson. That's going to be, I believe that's his first.
Yes,
that's going to be his first, team second. Yep.
Yeah, Spartans, like you said earlier, staying very good in when it comes to being in foul trouble. Only 4 fouls in total. And no one has over 1 foul right now.
It's number 30, Clark. He drove inside. He got it stripped. It looks like it's going to be a loose ball, and they're going to say it's off Centerville. It's going to be Spartan basketball.
Yeah, Centerville just making a lot of mistakes right now. I think, honestly, in my opinion, it was the 2 dunks for Connersville. I think that really is separating this game, as it is almost – it's a 28-point game right now. Spartans going to get a good possession here. It might be 30, even 1 maybe.
Another turnover right there from the Spartans. Barron tried to force it inside to Blaine Hornsby, and number 10, Visera, finds Kaiser. Kaiser's 3 off the mark as Josh finds Myers up the floor. He's going to put it up. He gets 2 more. Make that 12 tonight for him as the Spartans find themselves 16, excuse me, as the Spartans find themselves up 30 with still over a minute and a half left to play in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Spartans have came out and played this 3rd quarter. Centerville has only scored 3 points.
It looks like Kaiser put up a shot. It might have got blocked. Nevertheless, it doesn't go in. And the Spartans find themselves on offense again as Blaine Hornsby finds it on the block. He doesn't get it good the first time, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and gets 2 to drop.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good job, good heads-up play. He knew it immediately as soon as he threw that first shot up that it wasn't going in. Jumped back up, grabbed his rebound, and laid it right back in.
Number 12, Holland Donner, trying to get the ball. It looks like that's going to go off Blaine Hornsby's face, out of bounds.
I think
it's
they're
going
going
to
to call a foul on Blaine Hornsby.
Oh, yeah, they're calling they're going to call a foul on him. Cam, what did you see right there?
It did look like a foul. Blaine did come on the help side very quick. It came down with his arm pretty fast, and it did look like he got him. So I don't think that's a bad call.
Number 22, Brady Cloyd, checks back into the ball game, as well as number 14, Cody Naylor. That's Houston using his size to just go up and get it. He put up a floater. It doesn't go. As they're going to try to give it back to him. Loose ball, another turnover by the Bulldogs. Good steal right there by Blaine Hornsby.
Something I noticed is Blaine Hornsby has been doing very good on the help side defense tonight. That's 2 or 3 times tonight that he's got a tip or even a steal.
Spartan bench holding up ones. Looks like they're going to try to hold for the last shot as Naylor has it in the corner. Bad spot to have it right there if you're playing his zone. He gets trapped, and they're going to call him for a travel. It's just a really bad spot to give the ball in his zone.
Yeah, he waited too long to get rid of it, and
really
a mental mistake, really.
Really not even his fault on that one. There was no reason to even try to get him the ball in the short corner in that situation.
Right.
Number 30, Clark puts it up. It's no good. That is Naylor that comes down with the rebound. He clears it out to Pearson. Gavin has it at the top of the key. He's dribbling around. He's going to find Naylor in the corner. Naylor's going to drive baseline. Finds Barron. Barron step back 3, has it blocked.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen Cody Naylor take that shot here in the corner. Had an open opportunity. I would have liked to seen that shot, but ultimately he decided to get it back out, and Lucas Barron's last, final desperation attempt didn't pay off.
Yeah, that shot selection to not shoot it in the corner right there might have sprouted from the one he missed earlier in the first half on the other side of the court. Either way, next play mentality, like to see him shoot that one.
Right, but something I want to point out here is at the end of the second half, so the start of the third quarter, the score was 21-7. The score is now 42-10 Connersville's favor. Connersville has doubled their points in one quarter, giving them a 32-point lead, and Centerville has only scored 3 points in the second half so far. We're halfway through it, so I think if the Connersville Spartans can keep Centerville below 15, which they're on pace for doing that, you mark that up as a pretty good game.
We say first 1 to 40 normally win the Connersville game. Spartans just over top 40 at 42. We said earlier in the broadcast that they didn't really match up stats-wise. Connersville was the better team on paper, and they've come out and show it tonight, minus the turnovers. They've had way too many turnovers tonight.
Right.
You'd like to see them clean that up on Saturday against Noblesville.
Yeah, you definitely would. The Spartans have watched tape. Centerville's watched tape too. They know that, sometimes the Spartans get sped up and start making mental mistakes, and I'm sure that was on the game plan for tonight. And they've done that.
Holland Donner has it. He gives it up to Wadesy. Over to Clark. Clark tried to force it inside. Myers comes down with it. Another turnover by the Bulldogs. Gavin Pearson has it up top over to Cloyd. Cloyd looks inside to Myers. Myers back up top to Gavin. Gavin guarded heavily by Clark. Looks like he tried to get it to Cloyd, but ultimately Myers had it, lost it. That's a turnover for the Spartans. Bulldogs are on the move. That's number 14, Wandersea, that has it. He gives it up. Bulldogs have it inside. They put up a shot. It's no good.
Ooh.
Ball's out of bounds, and they're going to say it went off on, I think they're going to say it went off on Barron. A bunch of bodies in there in the middle.
Right,
hard to tell from our angle.
Yeah, I think there was 3 Connersville guys there and maybe 2 Centerville guys, so that might have been what the call was based off of, because it did appear that it did go off a Centerville guy. But we also don't have the right angle on it here.
Wandersea has it. He gives it up to Becerra. Becerra drives inside, kicks it over to Hollander, who gives it back to Becerra. They look inside to Houston. We're going to have a foul called on,
That'd be Braxton
I believe they're going to call it on Braxton Myers.
Yeah, I heard the slap through my headset here. That was a pretty good one. That's only his second foul, though, of the night. He is leading the Spartans in fouls at 2, so that's something you can't complain about.
No, I'd like to note that's only the 4th team foul for the Spartans, as we are well underway in this 4th quarter. Really good job of staying out of foul trouble tonight.
Yeah, they've done a phenomenal job with that. That's something I think they have to carry over into Saturday and, the next coming games.
Holland Donner has it. He's backing down Barron. Kicks it out to Clark. Clark's deep three. It's good.
That's Clark's first points of the night.
Josh Williams has it as they are in the 1-3-1 right now. Gives it up to Gavin Pearson, over to Josh Williams. Looks inside, threw up a lob to Braxton Myers. He comes down with it, puts it up, and gets an and one.
Yeah, that's what is that, 18 for Myers with the and one coming. It's almost been a quiet 18 points. He hasn't hit any threes. He's just been down low, working hard, getting rebounds, and putting it back up.
Myers' free throw is no good. That has been a struggle for the Spartans almost all year, is free throws. As we see Centerville driving, it got poked away by James Williams. Heaston has it up top. That was almost another turnover. He finds Clark on the wing. Clark tries to go to Holland Donner. He puts up a shot. It's no good. Heaster's there. He puts up a shot. He's going to be fouled by, I think they're going to call that one on
Lucas, I do believe.
Yep. That's going to be on number 34, Lucas Barron.
Spartans just got too deep in the help side there, and Holland Donner made a good play by finding number 34, Heaston. And Heaston went up with it, and Barron just was out of place, it almost appeared.
Heaston's first free throws up and good to pull this lead back down to 30. As we see Blaine Hornsby check into the ball game, as that is Barron's second foul, team's fifth. 2 more, and Centerville will be shooting the free throw the rest of the way out.
That's Heaston's first 2 points of the night as he drains both his free throws.
Gavin has it over to Josh. Josh looks inside to James, who kicks it over to Myers. Myers drives inside. He's going to put it up, and it's going to be good. Make that, I believe, 20.
That's 20, yeah.
20 for Braxton tonight.
20 points for Braxton Myers
really
tonight.
Quiet 20 points for Braxton tonight. Heaster has it on the elbow. He's looking for Becerra. He finds him, kicks it over to Clark. Tried to go back inside. Another steal by Blaine Hornsby.
Yeah, that was a pretty sloppy pass there from Centerville. But like you said, another steal from Blaine Hornsby. I bet he's got 3, maybe even 4 tonight.
Myers has it in the corner. Back up top to Gavin Pearson, who finds Josh in the corner. Josh slowing things down as we come up with 5 minutes left to play in this one. Spartans find themselves up 46-15 as Myers finds himself with the ball on the block. He gets another one to go. Make that 22 for him.
Yeah, like you said, it feels like a very quiet 22, but I mean, he's been pretty good so far. You hear the cheer block starting to chant, "We want Naylor." See a lot of laughs from the Connersville bench about that one.
Heaster puts up 2. He gets it to go.
That's his 4th point of the night.
See, Spartan coach is not happy with that defensive possession right there. Almost made it too easy for the Spartans as they almost turn the ball over. James Williams saves him right there, kicks it back out to Gavin, over to Myers. Myers inside to James, who finds Myers. Myers puts up a floater. It's no good off front of the rim. James comes down with the rebound, kicks it out to Josh. Josh through a little contact, finds Gavin Pearson. Gavin drives baseline. That ball is tipped. Josh Williams comes down with it, finds Myers. Myers is going to take a shot about 15 foot away, but he leaves it short. And Centerville finally comes down with a rebound. As you see James Williams going to get called with a foul right there. Just a little too tough of defense.
Yeah, he knew that foul was coming. I think he found himself too far committed. He just let that go. Was waiting on the jump ball, but the Centerville player would just not, bring the ball in front of him, which, I mean, is a good decision on the Centerville player's part.
That's Gavin Robinson who has it. He's going to throw it over to Holland Donner. Back to Wanderers C. He's going to throw it inside to Dickinson. Stolen by the Spartans. Blaine Hornsby's going to have it. Looks like he's going to try to go for a dunk. It's no good. As James Williams gets it, he puts it back
I don't know if he was so much trying to go for a dunk there, as it just looked like it was almost pickpocketed from him.
A little over 3 minutes left to play in this one. As Lucas Barron with another steal finds Josh Williams in transition. Josh is just going to pull it out. And
timeout for
yeah, you see
Coach
Connersville
Brown.
timeout. He's going to call full timeout. Cam, he's not happy.
No, he is not happy about something. I think it is, the lack of
Urgency.
defensive pressure. I mean,
lack of urgency is basically what this boils down to tonight. You know, the Spartans knew that Centerville wasn't going to be a great team coming into this one. I mean, record-wise, stats-wise, and it just seems like maybe the Spartans have overlooked the Bulldogs as we see Jaden Peterson.
A whole change here for the Spartans.
Yeah, we're going to
I think that's maybe what Coach Brown was trying to do with a little under 3 minutes here. Get your guys in that don't play so much, your JV guys or even, your bottom of the roster guys. Try and get them some playing time.
Here for the Spartans, we're going to see number 14, Cody Naylor, number 12, Jaden Peterson, number 22, Brady Cloyd. That's going to be number 20, Xander McHenry, 22, excuse me, and number 23, Blaine Hornsby.
Yeah,
4 out of 5 new guys coming in.
Yeah.
As Blaine is going to stay in. And, I mean, really he's had the most valuable minutes right now out of those 5 for varsity. He's played a lot tonight, played really good defensively. He's come up with a lot of steals.
Yeah, they have. I think this has been a pretty defensive, solid game for the Spartans. I mean, you look at the offense, and we just keep talking about turnovers, and turnovers have hurt us, but, overall, I don't think this is a half bad game.
Spartans find themselves up 50-17 as they have put their reserves in. Jaden Peterson over to Brady Cloyd. Cloyd looked to drive inside. He kicks it back up to Peterson over to McHenry. McHenry kicks over to Cloyd. Cloyd shot fakes back up top to Peterson.
Yeah, good shot fake there by Cloyd. Fooled his man for sure.
That's Hornsby who finds Peterson. Peterson's going to throw up a 3. It's going to be airballed. As really good awareness right there by Blaine Hornsby. Tried to throw it off his man, but just missed, and Centerville got it. They're driving. As that is number 22, Nate Dickinson.
That's his 4th of the night.
It's up, it's good. He has 4. Peterson over to McHenry, back up top to Peterson. Cloyd has it on the wing, trying to get it inside. He almost does. Peterson takes it from him as they find Blaine on the block. Blaine gets it, it's up, it's good. Spartans are up 52-19. That is 4 tonight for him.
Yeah, Blaine, I mean, he missed a wide open layup, granted, but, other than that, he's had a pretty solid game so far tonight.
Number 3, Robinson has it up top. He kicks it over to Kaiser. Back over to Wandersea. Over to Robinson, looks inside. It's number 23, Trevor Thornburg, making his first appearance tonight. Kaiser had it. He gives it up to Robinson. Over to Wandersea in the corner. It's no good off the back of the rim. And Jaden Peterson comes down with a rebound. The Spartans are driving. Cloyd takes a wing 3. It's no good. Bats around the rim. Naylor comes down with the rebound. Over to Peterson. Peterson puts the 3 up the top of the key, and he gets it to go. He banked it in.
Yeah, a couple shots there thrown up by Connersville, but ultimately a good rebounding, a good passing, and found a good shot.
45 seconds left to play in this one. Xander McHenry has it, and it looks like the Spartans are just going to try to hold it. But Centerville bringing some pressure.
Centerville, bringing some pressure. I'm surprised.
Spartans are up 55-19 with 30 seconds left to play in this one. It looks like starting to bring some pressure. Cloyd over to Peterson. Back over to Cloyd as we see Centerville back into that 2-3. And hard foul right there by number 5, Landon Kaiser.
Not really sure why Centerville is fouling here in this situation. You almost just let the clock run out here, down by, not sure exactly how many, but almost 40 points. You just think you'd let the clock run out. But Centerville's still bringing their pressure.
Cloyd has it up top. Centerville still bringing pressure. And
that'll do it.
this one is over. The Spartans win this one pretty sure-handedly over the Centerville Bulldogs. Final score 55-19. Really good game from the Spartans right there, other than, the turnovers. They averaged 10. I'd like to say they probably had 15 or 16 tonight. Centerville came in for the first 8 to 10 minutes. Really looked like they were going to stay in this one. They kept their turnover numbers down, but ultimately they fell back into their old ways. Turned the ball over a lot tonight, ultimately ending in a Spartan victory. Cam, can we get the scoring recap for tonight's game?
Yeah, we'll look at Centerville to start off. Leading the way was Holland Donor with 5. Dickinson and Heaston both had 4 apiece, and Clark and Wondersea had 3, rounding them out at 19. Then you look over to Connorsville. Leading the way was Braxton Myers with what seemingly being a quiet 22 points. Following him was Josh Williams with 10. Then you got Luke Sperrin with 9, Blaine Hornsby with 4, James Williams with 4, and Gavin Pearson and Jaden Peterson with 3 apiece.
Really good game tonight from the Spartans. As we look ahead into the schedule, Saturday night we will be home against Noblesville at 7:30. We mentioned it. If the Spartans want a chance to win that one, they're going to have to keep the turnovers back down. But I think with a little more time to prepare, the Spartans will be very well prepared. They have one of the best coaches in Kerry Brown in the state.
Right.
Very good one tonight here from the Spartans. Thank you guys for tuning in. We look forward to covering Saturday night's game. This has been an SSM broadcast.